Hello Tacticians, it's Nox here and we're entering the final moments of the tournament arena. And I've not done too badly, I'm normally placing a little bit higher than I am currently, but you can't have them all your own way. First, a thank you to Trooper B99, Naru, Ninja HS47, Jared and Typhus for using my friend code. As I've said before on previous ones, it is very much appreciated if you do want to use my friend code. It really does help. The Blackstone I get by you adding me as a friend really helps me. It'll help me with all the events that are coming up for me to try and get all the characters at a stage where I can show you how well they do in such things as the tournament arena. As a reminder, there is still time. I will be doing a draw on Monday or Tuesday whenever my next YouTube goes out with regards to my previous video where I'm giving away 500 Blackstone for celebrating getting to 500 subscribers. But let's have a look at some highlights from this tournament arena. Now, here is a video which I was in a really bad position here. As you can see, all my units are being killed left, right and centre. I am now left with only Ulf and a sniper drone. So I try and hit Yarrick and Yarrick survives. So here I hit Yarrick back to kill him and I'm really low on health. I was tempted to go into high ground, but I couldn't also hit Ray Vass, so I hide in the bushes, trying to hopefully protect me a little bit. Ray Vass takes high ground. Now, this is insane. I hit. Should this victory have been allowed for me? If we look through it carefully, Ray Vass moves up and attacks me. I am left with a sliver of health, but it's enough for me to attack once. Enemy's turn, their trooper in the trench shoots at Ulf, which triggers his final vengeance. And with that final vengeance, I kill Ray Vass. Now, should that win have been allowed? I mean, strictly speaking, Ray Vass dies before Ulf, but I feel sorry for the opponent. But I feel like I snatched maybe a slightly unfair victory there. So in this second mission, all we're really focusing on is the position of their Ray Vass. It's a bit busy here, but he's in the centre here, along with his drones. Now, I have Thaddeus out, and they're thinking they've got the two buffs, the extra melee attacks and the shield buffs covered because of Ray Vass's Overwatch. So ignore the movement of Archimatos there, but it's quite nice to see a Shadow Sun on the battlefield. And here we go, I'm moving Thaddeus down to be within 3. Won't trigger off Ray Vass, and there's the normal attack, which will leave Ray Vass with Suppression. And that's all that you need to do to counter Ray Vass. And yes, I still trigger their Overwatch from Calendis, but really it's not as dangerous as the Overwatch machine gun that is Ray Vass in full mode. And then Ulf carries on to pick up the shield. I'm in a really good position here, and I obviously go on to win the game. But very simple counter to Ray Vass. Just make sure you can get Thaddeus to launch the normal attack and suppress. Now, I obviously don't recommend doing this if you can't protect Thaddeus, and here I've got my own Ray Vass moving down, and in Overwatch they could, if they had their own Thaddeus down, do the same to me, and to be honest, he's in a fairly safe position, so keep that in mind next time that you're playing. And possibly the highlight of all my matches, I really enjoyed this, although at the beginning, well, when you see his lineup, I was, well, scared. We've got Celestine, we've got Ornshi, and we have Manius Kalgar. They're going first, and they bring in yet another legendary Morgan Ra, and they move him up. So who do I bring in? So I bring in Ulf to go and grab the shield and Calendis to go and get the multi-shot. I use Calendis' active to reduce the damage that Morgan Ra will do on Overwatch. And sure enough, I manage to survive, but I don't manage to kill Morgan Ra, so I retreat. But then I carry on laying damage into Morgan Ra. And kill. Not best position, but I got rid of a fairly heavy damage dealer. And I put Ray Vass into Overwatch in a fairly central position to protect Calendis and Show Sil. They bring in their own Thaddeus. And Thaddeus suppresses my Ravas, as I just showed you on the previous one. Manius Calgar goes in, does his AoE, and, well, doesn't do a lot of damage, and Celestine kills off my Calendis at the top there. So things are looking pretty ropey for me. But first things first, let's take care of Thaddeus there. And the next port of call is Manius Calgar. So things are all of a sudden looking better, and I haven't really attacked Celestine at all. And she does her thing. She's got a lot of health on her, but I'm making sure I mop up everyone else first. And only once everyone else is dead do I start triggering the cherubs that she summons. And by making sure I do enough damage, they die immediately. And as always, if you can only hit Celestine to kill the cherub, do so. The cherub's then dead. You don't have to worry about it. So we've got Celestine versus 3 of my troops. Sorry, 4, including the sniper drone. And with her health bonus, she can take a lot of damage, but the combined arms of Ulf and Jane Czar managed to win. Things always don't go that well for me, but I really did enjoy that game, and it does show that even if the enemy has seemingly the best team on the block, although weirdly that Ornshi is a strange choice, but I'm guessing they normally think he'll be held in reserve and they can bring him on if they wanted to. So starting with Ornshi in his starting 3 may have made the team a little bit weaker. And the tournament arena is now over, and I really hope all of you out there have done as well as you possibly can and have enjoyed it. This tournament arena is the closest we can get on our phones to a real game against another person. And yes, they might have better troops than you, but that doesn't mean you need to give in. Do your best, get your points, and never ever retreat. As soon as you retreat, you will lose any points that you have earned, so you owe it to yourself to carry on going and grab them. Anyway, please let me know how you did in this TA in the comments below and what you think of this highlight reel. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.